Welcome to HIP, Health Insurance Personalized, also known as HDHPHSA.com. HDHP stands for Healthy Dividends Health Plans. HSA stands for Health Solutions Advantage. This is a personalized health insurance segment. Today's topic is, obviously we have been talking about insurance in healthcare. There's no doubt we need insurance. Insurance to take care of your healthcare needs. So let's talk about insurance companies or participating insurance companies, otherwise participating insurers. So let's look into the benefits of the insurers to participate. Insurers who voluntarily participate with Health Review Authority and accept Certificate of Guaranteed Coverage will have a market share and pricing advantage for both individual and small group coverages. So let's define participating insurer. Who are the participating insurers? A participating insurer is a licensed health insurance company that voluntarily chooses to join a network of insurers working in compliance with the principles of personalized health insurance in agreement with the Health Review Authority, which is under the public-private partnership. It is truly a voluntary system, folks. This participating insurers is truly a voluntary system for individuals, employers, insurers, all alike. They're not compelled to get or provide health insurance at all. They're not compelled. It is a voluntary system for the insurance companies. Individuals who are free to be uninsured will have the tax consequences. Basically, they will lose the tax exemptions for themselves and for the family. As a result, obviously, they will choose to have insurance because of the losing these exemptions. Likewise, insurers are not required to sign up with Health Review Authority at all and have access to have impaired health support plans. They're not required to sign in with Health Review Authority or impaired health support plans. Insurers choosing not to participate will fail to have a significant market advantages of personalized health insurance. Here are the two reasons why insurers will voluntarily participate in the personalized health insurance program and accept the decisions of Health Review Authority and recognize the Certificate of Guaranteed Coverage. First, participating insurers can apply to Health Review Authority for individuals or small group employees or family members who are determined to have a serious medical concerns or be uninsurable. That is, these persons are at a risk of high cost of health conditions. If accepted by the insurers into the impaired health support group, The insurers are then relieved of any potential claims from these individuals. That is a big factor, folks. They're relieved of any potential claims from these individuals. Second, potential insurers can have a second bite in the apple at the first renewal of small group plan. That is, plan members who experience a significant deterioration in health or by accident can apply for coverage in the impaired health support coverage. So they get to bite second time the impaired because they come out ahead. Insurers come out ahead by having a guaranteed coverage from the Health Review Authority. And they're relieved of their potential claims. Once an individual or plan member is accepted into the impaired health support coverage, the participating insurers will not have any further financial responsibility for the claims on that individual. See, on that individual or a family member. This segmentation of risk will lower premiums for the remaining individuals or small groups by 15 to 20%, folks. Premiums will be lowered for the other groups by 15 to 20% by choosing to participate in the Health Review Authority. Participating insurers must be licensed to sell individual insurance products in the state they're operating in. And insurers must agree to offer both fully insured individuals or small group plans. They must agree to offer fully insured individual and small group plans. They must accept decisions of the Health Review Authority and accept any certificate of guaranteed coverage presented to them. So I will go through briefly. There are certain questions and answers. I will try to address those questions. So you might have a question. Is the insurer participation in the impaired health support coverage voluntary? Yes, it is. Instead of a mandate or penalties, insurers will find significant pricing and market share advantages to voluntary participation, folks. Only participating insurers will have access to impaired health support plans for both eligible group members or individual applications. Yes, it's purely voluntary. What type of insurers are eligible to provide coverage in the impaired health support coverage? What type of insurance are eligible? Well, any participating insurance company authorized to transact accident and sickness insurance business in a state, any nonprofit medical service corporation, any nonprofit hospital service corporation, any healthcare plan, and any health maintenance organization authorized to transact business in that state. That answers the question. What are the insurer's obligations as participants in the impaired health support coverage? What are the obligations for the insurers? Insurers must agree to participate for both fully insured small group members and individual applicants. Participating insurers must accept the determination by the Health Review Authority of uninsurable and insurable decisions for a small group plan members and individuals. They must agree to that. How will impaired health support coverage affect insurers' underwriting? How will it affect? Insurers participating in personalized health insurance reform program will not change or impose or impinge on any insurer's ability to set or use individual or group underwriting standards as defined by the insurers, folks. Over time, however, the insurer is likely to voluntarily adjust its risk selection process to minimize the required acceptance of those coming to them with certificate of guaranteed coverage. That answers the question. Then why would insurer voluntarily participate with Health Review Authority, you may ask? Well, insurers participating with Health Review Authority will be able to offer individual and fully insured employer-sponsored small group plans that have significant lower premiums, and insurers will gain market share. This is the beauty. Gain market share by covering more individual lives after segmenting risks into the impaired health support plans. That's the advantage. Any insurer not participating will be at a significant disadvantage with higher priced, fully insured small group plans, expensive individual policies, and loss of market share. So these are the disadvantages for not participating, folks. Can insurers terminate after joining the impaired health support coverage? Yes, they can. Insurers can terminate the agreement with Health Review Authority with at least a 180-day notification. Insurer will retain coverage for those lives covered while under contract to the impaired health support coverage. The Health Review Authority can immediately suspend or terminate the agreement with any insurer if the insurer fails to meet the participation standards. They will lose the privilege. So that is where these insurers are at a big advantage by participation. The premiums for under the Health Review Authority are much lower. So insurers' benefit is to participate, because if they don't participate, the premiums in the non-participating coverages are a lot higher, because in this, there is a segmentation of those risks where a non-participating insurers, they have a traditional insurance. Here, the health risks are segmented into 4 categories. Number 1 is well category. Majority of the Americans are in well category, 48% of them. And there are only 15% of the claims, so their premiums are much lower in the segmented group. Whereas at-risk or acute conditions arising from smoking, hypertension, diabetes, these are at-risk category. Their premiums are also lower compared to the traditional non-participating, because they are being proactive, giving regular ongoing education classes to dissuade them from smoking, maintaining their high blood pressure, maintaining the diabetes under control. So their premiums also ultimately will be lowered and the segmented risk group. What is the third category? Is chronic illness category. This is where the Health Review Authority gives its certificate of guaranteed coverage, so the insurers are relieved of the responsibility of their claims. And in this category also, we can lower the premiums by being proactive. There are incentives and rewards for consumers, customers who are participating. If they follow the guidelines, their insurance premiums will be lower, even in the chronic illness. But there's a lot of attention being focused on the chronic illness. Whereas catastrophic coverage, the customer or a consumer can decide if he wants a limited coverage, extended coverage. Let the consumer decide. Let the consumer decide. Here, what is happening is consumers are in the driver's seat, not the insurers, not the Health Review Authority. Consumers make a choice. Health Review Authority's role is a facilitator between the public and private partnership. It doesn't cost the government a penny. I hope I clarified that. Health Review Authority isn't a public-private, and the premiums participating in this insurer groups are lower than compared to a traditional non-participating insurers, folks. This is where the big difference is. Thank you for listening. I hope I'm able to give enough knowledge into the insurers' participation in the health coverage of personalized health insurance. This is Consumer's Doctor from Foremost Organization. The goal is to educate the consumer, educate the customer where they have been ignored all this time. They have been ignored. Consumers were never paid attention to. Now the consumers and the customers get to be in the driver's seat. They demand lower premiums. They demand competition. They demand full transparency, folks. This is customer-based healthcare, consumer-driven, patient-centric healthcare, folks. Thank you for listening. If you do like the channel, subscribe, share, and hit that bell. Salute. We'll see you in the next episode of Health Insurance Personalized, so-called HIP, or HDHP HSA, Healthy Dividend, Healthy Pricing, Healthy Premiums, or Health Disclosure, Healthy Premium with Health Solutions Advantage. Bye.